What's up everyone, it's Sam from 64 Wheels, back more diecast, and today we're going to be unboxing more cars from the Tooned brand. So obviously Tooned, a line of tooned style castings. I'm a big fan of the tooned castings. I know they're not for everyone. I really like them, especially when they're executed well. Tooned seems to be doing a decent job of that. I like a lot of their castings, and I was lucky enough to find the complete Series 1 JDM Series. So full line of JDM cars, some more kind of rare castings like this 85 Toyota Corolla. You might say, oh, we get 85 Corollas or 80s Corollas all the time. Usually we get this version. The hatchback, we usually don't get the little coupe like this, which is pretty cool. So that'll be fun to unbox. Found the whole series, like I said, 8 cars in the series. Really looking forward to unboxing that. And this is the Tooned Rig series. So this is a line of semi-trucks that they've come out with. I think there is 2 or 3 trucks that is going to be released or that have been previewed so far. What I see, the packaging, the truck itself looks really good, so I'm pumped to open this up. Semi-trucks look great. There's 2 cars that come with this. It's the 87 Chevy C10, the square body, and then a white 90 Chevy 454 SS. Now, we don't know if those are exclusives. It doesn't say exclusive, but usually the cars I found in the main line of Tooned, kind of like this, they usually have some kind of graphics on them or say Tooned or something on them. So I want to say these are exclusives, but I don't know yet. If I find out, I will overlay it in the video. But this one should be really fun to open too, especially since we have cars to fill up the rig with. So we'll go ahead and look over the entire JDM series, pop it open, and then we will get to the rig. So first off, number 1, like I said, this is an 8-car set. The first one, an 85 Toyota Corolla. This is the 2-door coupe, not the hatchback, which is kind of cool. Really good blue color. Looking forward to opening that one. Next up, number 2, the 93 Toyota Supra. Obviously, this is supposed to look like the Fast and the Furious one. Brian O'Connor's car looks pretty good. Some of these are better executed than others, I will say. But it's cool to see them even put a Supra like this in the line. Big chrome wheels, so we'll have to take a closer look at that one. I'm not sold with that one through the package yet. The 83 Toyota Celica, number 3. This one looks pretty good. In general, I'm not faulting Tooned for this at all, but I think some cars lend themselves to being squished better than others. So I think round cars like the Supra have a little bit harder time being squished like that. I think Hot Wheels Supra wasn't the best either, but the Celica, which has a little bit more of a boxy shape, just like the square body, I think these look a lot better than the round cars, like squished and tuned. So looking forward to doing that one. Looks great in red. I just like, again, that's not a car we get a ton of, so that one will be fun to open. Number 4, the 2022 Toyota GR Supra. So this one is a little bit round, but it also has some edges, so I think this one was executed a little bit better than the 93 Supra. It's a nice purple color, and I love anything purple, so that one should be fun to open. Next up, number 5, the 2022 Toyota GR86. This one is in a knockoff Golf livery, and it has the CT for Tooned on it. Decent looking casting. I really like the wheels. I think they do a good job on their wheels, so that one should be fun to open. Next up, the 85 Toyota Sprinter in the classic black and white paint scheme. This one, again, this is one that looks good, squished, tuned, whatever you want to call it. Nice wheels, so this one should also be a treat to open. Almost getting to the end here. The number 7, 71 Toyota Celica GT. I believe we've gotten this in a Hot Wheels casting in a very similar color. Green is pretty hot for this casting. This is another square one that I think squished pretty well. So I like the way this one looks. I can't wait to get it open. And lastly, we have another Toyota Celica, the 76 Celica. So this is a fastback version. I don't think I have a 76 Celica from any other brand, maybe Tomica or Tomica. Maybe that's it. I don't know if any other brand, if I have any of them, but this looks really good. The paint on this looks spectacular, and the wheels look good on this one too. So that one should be a blast to open as well. So let's go ahead and knock these out. That way we can get to the truck and get them all open and then do final thoughts. So here's the packaging. Packaging looks pretty good. It is a side profile of each of the cars. It's got the cartoon JDM, and this looks like downtown Tokyo or something. It does have some Japanese on the card. I have no idea what it says. There's the back, and one thing I do appreciate about this line is a glossy color back of the card. So Tooned have done a really good job with marketing. The packaging, I think, is some of the best in this scale. They just do a really good job with the graphics and just the overall marketing of the pieces. And this looks really good. I like that they have little check boxes. I don't know what that QR code goes to, but I really like the effort they put, all the colors. It just makes the car feel so much more high quality and collectible when the whole package is color printed like that. So very cool. All right, let's open this up. Number 1, the 85 Toyota Corolla. So Cartoon, I think, is on, it's like 4th wave of regular release cars, and obviously their first wave of JDM. So there's a different waves coming. I actually have a really hard time finding these. I didn't find any of Series 3, I think it was, yet. I found most of 2, and I got all of 1, I think, but they're kind of hard to find. So it was cool to pick all these up at one time. But let's check this thing out. So I really like the wheels. I do like that it says car tuned on these. These are rubber tires. It also has a screw base for those who want to customize. I've seen a lot of custom versions of these cars already, just in the cartoons line, and they look incredible. So it's really cool. I think they've done a good job. They've got the little cartoon logo right there. It's on the window as well. Really like bass boat style blue paint job on there. These are all what look to be pad printed tampos, so they're very clean. They look good. It's got the silver painted exhaust pipe popping out there. This is a metal body plastic chassis car. So as you can see, I think it's plastic. Oh no, actually, is this plastic or metal? It might be metal. Let's see. No, I think it is plastic, right? I hate to get it wrong. No, it is plastic. Okay, so I just want to make sure because it actually does kind of look metal and it's very firm. Like it's very strong, like it could be metal, but I think it's plastic. But overall, they got a little bit of information on it. So it just says Toyota. It doesn't really tell you what it is. But first off, I really like this car. There's some rubbing on the windows from the package and maybe some glue right there. I don't know what it is, but it's kind of like behind the window. These do not have interiors, as you can see completely through the car, which doesn't really bother me, because you can't really see into the cars, and the interior would have to be squished too, so a new interior would have to be developed. So I'm fine with these not having interiors. I don't know if that bothers you, but I don't really care. So rolls pretty well, and it looks pretty cool sitting there too. I really like how they squished this one. They did a very nice job on it. So off to a great start. All right, number 2, let's see this Supra. I don't know about this one. Some of these, like I said, some of these rounder ones, I feel like they don't squish as well. So let's see this out of the package. So out of the package, I do think it's a little better, especially from like this angle, but I do think they made it too top heavy. I don't mind the back. The back looks pretty good. But the front, I feel like it just didn't squish as well as some of the others. And I feel like it's like bloated on the top of the car. I know that's kind of the point, but I feel like this part of it could have been squished down a little bit to fit the rest of the body better. But still, like I said, Hot Wheels has a version of this as well. I don't think it looks the best either, so this is just a tough car to tune, but I do like that they did this release. It has the cartoon logo right there in the intercooler on the front, pad printed tampos, looks pretty good, big cartooned on the side, big chrome wheels as well, a separate plastic wing piece. It's got those classic Supra taillights, exhaust pipe as well. On this one, it does have a screw base. There you can see those very stretched rubber tires on the front. I think it says cartooned on these maybe as well. Let's see, do they? No, they don't. So these don't say cartoons like some of the other ones. But I don't know. Let me know what you think of this one. I think for me, this is probably not the best executed. Like, I think I like the Corolla that we first opened much better, as you can see here. It just, like, you can see how like the wheel gap is much better on the Corolla than it is the Supra, and that's what I mean by like the top looks kind of bloated. So if they would kind of tone that down just a tad and make it more like this one, they would have a hit on their hands. But I have a feeling people are going to buy that regardless. Supra, Fast and the Furious looking thing, they'll do fine with it. So next up, the 83 Toyota Celica, number 3. I think, who just made this? I think Auto World just made this, because I think I have a pace car version that they just released not that long ago, or a very similar year version. So let's take a look at this thing. So again, this is a more square car in real life that I think squished a little better. The back, the dimensions on the back look a little funny to me, but overall, I like it better than the Supra, at least. So you got cartooned on the window, you got some nice, what is it? Yeah, those are tampo, or the pad printed tampos, which look pretty clean all the way around on this car. There is the base, again, very stretch rubber tires. This has pretty accurate 4-spoke wheels, which are on the actual Celica in real life, in these, what, years or generations. So it's cool that they made those wheels. A little plastic, like, what is that? Just an upper spoiler and then a plastic spoiler here on the back on the hatch. I like this one. I don't think it looks too bad. I think when you turn it sideways like this, there's too much weight. Like, this is the bloated part of this one, where I think if they just shoved that forward a little bit, or maybe you toned it down, it would look slightly better. But again, I think this works a little better than this Supra does. So let's see how it rolls. So they all roll pretty good. So again, together, awesome. As a complete set, like, I like to collect all these because they just look so good together, because then when you have a whole series of tuned cars, they just, I don't know, they just display very well. So all right, continuing with the Toyota theme, a 2022 Toyota GR Supra. Da-da-da. All right, let's see this thing. Okay, so this one right away, I think, is better than the 93 Supra. I think the back lends itself to being tuned a little bit better, and the front as well. I think the dimensions look a little better on this one overall. So I would say this is the winner of the Supra of this release. Pad printed tampos all around. It's got like the cherry blossoms. It's got the the CT for cartooned. It's got nice taillights, a plastic wing out back, dual exhaust popping out the base there. There's the base as well, screw base. The wheels look a little bit different than the card. I wish they did have a little bit of detailing on them, like the back of these are black, where these look to me a little cheap for how much the car is, especially because there's no detail in there. But it does have the car tuned on the tires, which I think is a nice addition. And I do like how all of these, as you can see, have mirrors, which is kind of a nice feature. So they are rubber mirrors that are just kind of stuck in there, but this looks pretty good. The color looks good. I do like the color of the wheels as well. I think this pulled off the Supra shape much better than the 93. So that's a win in my book for that one. And it rolls really, really well. Cool. All right. Next up, number 5, the 2022 Toyota GR86. So in terms of price, for value, just talking about this line in general, these cars are $499, which I consider to be pretty nicely priced. They come in a nice package, like I was saying. They do a lot of nice card art. They do have rubber tires, metal body, full tampos, those kind of things. It would be cool if they were cheaper, if everything was cheaper, but I think this is a fair price for these. I think it's a going market rate. I don't have a problem paying $5 for them. I think that's pretty much the price range they're in. $399 might be a little closer, but again, these are licensed. I don't know if any of them are double licensed, where it's like, this actually has golf on them yet. Then if they do that, I think it will definitely be worth the $5. But I'm happy. I'm content with the price point they're at right now. So again, I think this one would have been nice to have a little bit of detail on those wheels, because they just look like orange plastic now. The deep dish ones in the back look a little better. I think they have a little more depth to them. This one also has the cartooned on the tires. This one, to me, even though in real life it kind of does look like that too, it kind of looks like the Supra in the front. This one has the kind of pretend golf livery, that bright blue and the orange, but it has cartoon graphics on it, which I mean Hot Wheels does that too. I don't really care if it's like a knockoff livery, as long as the car looks good. So this is a wide body version. There is the wing. I can't tell if it might have a little bit of paint on there. This is a plastic wing. The taillights look pretty good. Actually really good for what they are. Very nicely lined up. Got some more tampos at the bottom, some exhaust. Again, there is the chassis, those stretched tires. But this one, they pulled it off pretty well, I think. This is not a car I'm like a super crazy fan of in real life, but I think they did a good job squishing it or tuning it. So, and it's going to go great with the rest of the Toyotas. So, all right, let's get to this one. This is probably going to be one of the more popular ones in the line, the 85 Toyota Sprinter. Number 6, in that classic panda white, the little sushi shop black and white, the classic. Everybody knows this car. This looks good. Again, I think this is a good squishable tuned car. I think the shape lends itself well to being squished. It looks good squished. It just overall, it just looks really nice. So it has those classic, like, what are those, like wantabi, I think is how you say it. I'm probably butchering that. Those classic wheels that everyone, like, that are on all of these cars. White over black. It's got a painted intercooler or grille up front. Side marker lights, the black lower body, and pad printed tampos for the taillights. Does have silver exhaust as well. There is the chassis. It's got those nice rubber tires that are stretched. This one looks good. So, oh no, mine's got a little paint hiccup there on the back. I think this is a plastic wing and the paint isn't the best on it, but overall this casting looks good. So I would definitely take some points off for the little quality control right here. But of the 10 or so I've opened, they've all had decent quality control for being a brand new brand, new within the past year or so. So they're doing pretty good. So let's take this one and compare it to the actual, like, the coupe version. I think they did a good job on both of these. I really like the wheel fitment on this one. I think they just nailed the stance. This one I don't think is bad either, but I think this is the one that, like, really, like, the wheels are tucking and they look good. So overall, tampos on both look really clean. The shape, the mirrors, I think they nailed just overall look of the car. Just very, very nicely done. So when we compared this one, which I think is a little back heavy, to this one, you can kind of see what I'm talking about. It just looks so much cleaner on this side, where there's less metal in between basically the back wheel arch and then the fender or the spoiler. And then here you can see there's just a ton of room in between. So it was almost like they needed to lower this and squish it down just a tad more to make it just a little bit cleaner of a design. But again, I'm not a designer. They did a good job with this. I'm just kind of critiquing to my likes. So really nice casting. This is another winner. I think both of the 85 and the 86 look great. So, all right, number 7, the 71 Toyota Celica GT. This looks awesome. Really like the screen color. They seem to have decent paint. Overall, I know there's a hiccup on that Corolla right there, or the Sprinter. But overall, I think the paint looks pretty good. So this is a cool one. I like the fender mounted mirrors. I think they did a good job with that. No tampos up front. It is just a chrome grille. So this one doesn't have a ton of tampos on it. It's basically just the red and the black there in the back, and then some silver around the windows. But this one, I think, pulls it off very well. It does have those same kind of wheels as the, I think it's, oh man, I don't know. It's hard to see because they're chrome. Maybe the same wheels as the Sprinter? It's hard to tell. I don't know. Let me know. I really can't tell because of the chrome. They're very hard to see. But as a casting release, tuned, I think this looks pretty good. I like the color. I wish there was a few more tampos on it, front and back, just to kind of break up some of that chrome detail there. But overall, this car looks great. I think it does look a touch heavy in the back, but this car does have a trunk. It's not a hatchback, so I think that's okay for the design. But this one looks pretty good. I like it. I like the color too, because we didn't have a green one yet. So, all right, the last but not least, 76 Toyota Celica. This is probably one I was looking most forward to opening, just because I think this car looks really good. At least out of the in the package, it looked good. So let's check this sucker out. So, grille in the front. This is chrome. No tampos on that one. It's got a flat black hood. Really nice paint job. Just so metallic-y. Do you see that? Just crazy amounts of flake in this. Really crazy. So the back, that's painted as well. The window louvers there, that is the little, what is it? Is it MCA? Is that the brand? MGA. So that's like their little logo, I believe, put on the license plate. So it's got the exhaust back there. I don't know how I feel about that huge, just like kind of rectangle piece in the back. It does go with the rest of the casting. I just don't know how I feel about it. Red taillights. Overall, it's got black like over fenders. Really nice wheels. I think these are the same wheels on this one. Let's double check. Very close. If not, I don't know. They might be a little different, but they're close. Those kind of like mesh style wheels, I think they look good. This paint job looks good. I like the little spoiler up front because it is a separate piece, so it gives it a little bit of an extra look. It's got mirrors on it. The whole thing looks good. This is probably one of my favorite from the line. I think it's executed well. I love the color and the style on it. It just looks great. So out of those, now that we've unboxed all the Toyotas, the JDM line, let me know what you think of those. Which one was your favorite? Do you agree with some of my kind of opinions on some of them, kind of tuning a little bit better than others? Let me know in the comments, and then we'll kind of mull that over at the end. So let me move all these to the side so we can pop open that big rig. So again, thank you for sticking with me this whole time. I know this one's kind of long. We got a lot of stuff to open, but don't forget to hit that little subscribe bell so you get all my notifications for the next time we open some of these cartoon cars. So okay, let's look at the packaging real quick. Window box, this was $24.99. so if you take what, $5 each for the trucks, that's $10. So they're putting a rough value of $15-ish on the truck minus the extra packaging. So let's say they put a value of like $12.50 maybe on the truck, which isn't too bad for how big it is. So we'll have to see how much metal is on it, because that will be really like a deciding factor of how much I think it's worth. But it looks pretty good. The graphics, again, they do a good job with the graphics. These are drawn, like these are actual graphics, they're not photos. So this truck holds 4 cars. So we will see. My buddy Kavish got one, and he opened his up, and his was having a really hard time like staying up with the full weight of all the vehicles on the top. So I'm looking, I'm a little bit like looking forward / like scared that mine is going to do the same thing, but we will see. So let's go ahead and bust this thing open. So for these sets, so these were $5 each, so that was roughly what, $40 plus this one was $65. So with tax, you're looking at about $70 for all the cars and then all the the rig together. So again, collecting diecast is affordable, but it's also expensive at the same time. Like you buy 2 or 3 of these, $15, not bad, but when you start buying whole collections and the extra sets and play sets and whatever else, it can always add up. So hopefully these videos help you decide what you'd like to buy after seeing some of them open, or if you'd like to pass. But hopefully you'll pick up a lot of these cartoon cars, and we'll keep the line going because I kind of like them. So I hope you like them as well. So I'm trying to figure out how's the best way to open this. So I like the 2-tiered construction. The box is kind of cool. Let's see here. Man, this is a little tough. It's like kind of not glued, but it's, oh, that's what it is. Hang on, let me cut this. I didn't even see this right here. Can I just open the cars? There we go. Oh, it's taped. That's why I couldn't open it. Okay. Oh my goodness. All right. All right, let's take a look at these trucks. So here is the 454 SS. Again, when I talk about cars that tune well, I think trucks, especially the more square trucks, do it pretty well. So this one looks decent. I think the back might hang over a little bit. Like I would have rather like had it stop right there. But again, I don't think it looks bad. I do wish they put some sort of graphics on this, like taillights or something would have been nice. Maybe a little Chevy logo on the back. But this is a plain Jane car. There is no graphics on this except for that cartoon on the window. That is it. So a really good looking grill on this though. I think this car tunes pretty well. The wheels look good. They're like weld style wheels. Big slicks out front, skinnies up front. This also has a screw base. But let me know what you think this. Do you think this is a fairly nicely done tuned casting? I would say I would give it at least a 6.5, 7 out of 10 for the design. It doesn't look bad at all, especially how they nailed that grill. So, ooh, it rolls well too. All right, so the square body. This one I think is one of their best castings. So it looks good. It's got that big chrome grille. It's got those nice, like, I think those are like probably early 2000 custom wheels, like the Boyd style wheels or something. Again, this one has no tampos, just the cartooned on the back window. This one, I think they did an excellent job at doing the dimensions. Like the back, let's take a look at this. So like when you look at both of these, like the bed on the square body, do you see how much room is in between the wheel arch right here and then the bumper? And then look back here, the wheel arch, and then the bumper's way out there. So I feel like they should have shortened this probably to like right there and taken it out, and that would have been a little bit better because they did that with the square body. And this is like, to me, this is like a perfectly done tuned casting. It just looks awesome. Very clean. It's just interesting that they didn't put any tampos on these, not even taillights or anything. So my guess is those are exclusive to this because of the lack of detail. So let's open up this truck. So what is the best way to get this sucker out of here? I think it just pulls out. I don't know if it's connected anywhere. I might have to pause it. Let's see. Nope. Does it come straight out? Maybe. There we go. It's kind of cool. You can kind of take these off. These little like cardboard versions. I like that. That's kind of nice. This was the 57 Chevy. This was in the very first release, which is kind of cool. Let's get this truck out. That's all right. Let's put this back here. We've got a whole mess of stuff going. So let's look at the truck. This looks pretty killer. So the red is metal. The bottom is plastic. Does it have any details on it? The Netherlands. No big details. This isn't a licensed casting, so as you can see there, it says car tuned. This is just their version of a big semi truck, but this thing looks killer. Look at those big rig wheels on the back. That is awesome. They also have big rig wheels up front. Very nice. Lots of chrome. Huge stacks. I like this casting. This is done pretty well, and it's one of the larger tuned castings we've seen from them. So in comparison to the square body, like look how big that casting is. It's almost double the size. So that's pretty cool. It's very simple. Just looks like a pin notch for the trailer there, but that looks pretty sick. Let's see how that rolls. Ooh, it rolls pretty well too. Okay, so let's look at this trailer. So we have a triple axle out back. Again, screw base, which is awesome if you're into customizing. It does have this little fold down ramp right here. Feels a little cheap. Here is the ramp, and it does have notches. As you can see, there is a notch for like when it slides down, and then there's a small notch right there when you put it up. So it depends on how heavy it is. Probably depends on how easy this is to keep in the notches. So I thought this might be metal because it kind of looked like metal, but this is plastic as well. As you can see, that kind of got like smushed in the package or something. It says car tuned on it. So no, I don't think there is any metal on this. No, look at that. This is plastic. So I'm a little disappointed in that because this feels super cheap. I'm not going to lie. Like this feels really, really cheap. Like you could break it. Not super sold on that part, but the design itself looks really cool. The triple axles look good. I think the function of that looks pretty nice. So let's go ahead and connect it. I think it just goes down in there. I don't even think it snaps in. Yeah, just kind of sets on in there. Really nice fitment though. Fits beautifully. Ooh, oh man, and it rolls pretty well too. So I'm going to take it off. And then let's go ahead and load the two trucks on it. And they actually fit, which is cool. 1, 2, and then it lifts up. And then that little notch right there by the wheel, let's see if this actually holds. So it clicks up in there. Does this one click up? It does. So that one actually holds. So hopefully my buddy Kavish just got one that didn't have the best notches in it, but that is holding for me. So when you lift up this ramp right here, it does have a little notch and it goes underneath, but it's not meant to actually hold up the top part. It's just meant to close. As you can see there, there's a gap there. These are what actually keep that trailer up there. So, or that level up there. So let's go ahead and fill it with some more cars. Let's do another Corolla. Boop, right there. Let's do this one. Right there. So let's go ahead and close that. Look at that. That looks pretty awesome. That looks pretty good. So despite the like plasticness of the trailer, it does work pretty well. It looks pretty good. So right there, just as an investment, you have $25 in the rig and the two trucks on top, and then another $10. So roughly with tax, this is a $40 setup. So considering that, one RLC car is $40 now. So you could buy one RLC car or get this entire rig of cartoon cars for the same price. So it's really, what do you want to collect? Do you want one really nice car, or do you want four pretty nice cars and a rig to go with it? So to me, there's almost, I would say at least 75% of the time, I'm going with more castings that I like over just a single one, just because I really like these tuned cars. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? Do you think this whole setup is worth roughly $40? Yes or no? Let me know. I'm pretty happy. Oh, see there it goes. There's that little. Let's see if it'll go back up there. I'm gonna try it again. Oh, it's holding. Okay, so I just pressed on it too hard. Yeah, these are gonna make some cool pictures, especially all the JDM cars together. I think are gonna really look awesome. So we put the 2 up there. All these Toyotas. Oh no, see, it is doing that same thing. Ah, see, I spoke too soon. Let's see. Yeah, it's having a little bit of hard time with the weight of it, but mine's still holding. So we'll just kind of go with that. So let's put the Supra up there. Let's do, I mean, I guess we'll do the other Supra just because. Looks pretty good. As long as that top shelf there, the top deck holds. Doesn't look too bad at all. So let me know what you think of these in the comments. Are you impressed with the cartoon stuff? Are you buying any of this? Do you like tuned stuff in general? Because more brands are starting to do it. Hot Wheels is doing it more. Mini GT just announced a line of cars very similar to this. I like the cartoon stuff. I like supporting a new brand, especially if it's a product I like and I think is quality. I'm pretty impressed with the cars overall, so it'll be interesting to see what other companies come out, what their cars look like, the quality, the feel, do they roll, you know, those kind of things. Will they come out with semi-trucks, haulers? But let's see. Yeah, you got to be really careful. This one does the little bit of weight on that, and that will pop it down. But overall, I'm pretty happy with all these. They're pretty much what I expected. They looked better or the same out of the package as they do in. I think the designs are nice. They roll well, which is cool, and they all display well together. And I really like this square body truck, even though there's no tampos on it. It's just, this casting is so beautifully done. So let me know what you think of these in the comments. I really appreciate you watching. This is Sam, 64 Wheels. Like and subscribe as always. I will have more cars, more cartoon stuff, more Hot Wheels, Matchbox, all the stuff in between. I just have so much stuff to unbox. As you can see, it's like piling up here on the side. So like I said before, don't forget to hit that subscribe, the little bing, 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 the bell, so you don't miss any of the uploads, the shorts, the long form, the lives, whatever. So until next time, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.